Last week, I teamed up with someone who I now believe is truly the most hated Rocket League player in the world. No doubt in my mind, in fact. From the first 10 seconds of me getting into a match with this dude, he was already getting toxicity and hate directed at him, without saying a word. Literally just playing the game. It was one of the most bizarre and hilarious things I've ever seen in 4 years of playing this game. Now, I knew this guy was notorious for making Rocket League players rage, but I had no idea it would be this intense and this frequent. Literally every game we played, our opponents would become toxic, irrational, frustrated, and just downright angry. The guy's name is Woody, and as you may have guessed by now, he is very, very good at demolitions. In one of our games, he had 24 demolitions. Do you know what it's like to be in a game where someone gets 24 demolitions? You're driving around and you just hear constant explosions in the background. Just boom, boom, boom. Like, this guy is truly nuts with the demo. The psychological effect of constant explosions while you're trying to play Rocket League is really something else. Take this guy for example. He's gone from a completely normal Rocket League player to an over-aggressive, out-of-position monster that we created by demoing him too many times. Here he scores and what a saves us, but that just makes it even more difficult for him when he whiffs this block to give us the win in overtime. Even more unlucky for him, he had to play against us in the next game. Going into this game fully tilted, he never really stood a chance. He was so salty, even his teammates turned on him. All it took was a couple demos and this guy completely forgot how to play Rocket League. Poor guy. I almost feel bad for him. Almost. But his story of salt is just the beginning. Here we see a typical scenario in a game with Woody on your team. An open net from a double demo, and a nice salty comment from the opponent. My favorite part of this is when they do manage to score on us, salty opponents love to lecture us on how it's impossible for us to win using demos. Like they're giving us some kind of tip or telling us how to play the game. This was a common occurrence. But having your opponent tell you can't win just makes the times you do win that much sweeter. How much did we win? We played 47 games and won 60% of them using this demo strat. But you can't win every game. We definitely lost a few to very angry players. But here's the weird thing. The toxic players get even more mad when they win. These guys were shit-talking us from the beginning, telling us how our demos weren't useful and how stupid we were. But using the demo strat, we came back and tied this game up. After the sweatiest 4-minute overtime I've ever played, they managed to get this goal on us, and went absolutely nuts in the chat, telling us to queue again like rabid dogs hungry for another bite of us. They were so mad they didn't even know what they were saying. Free MMR. It was a 4-minute overtime. Next, we decided to try queuing in EU servers. Woody warned me that they especially hated demos there, and I was curious to see if he was right. Sure enough, the first game we got in, and you could see the exact moment Woody is demoing people without even seeing him on your screen. Now the hard part about the strategy though is we were trying to queue together in threes, so we'd have a random teammate. Sometimes they understood what we were trying to do, and we had great results. And other times, we didn't have such great results.
Where are... Dude, this Woody kid just for demos. He's so bad. Look at this. Game players. I shot Woody. This game is so bad, dude.
As I get demoed. Oh my god, leave me alone!
Oh my god.
And we're gonna get scored on. We're gonna get scored on by these idiots! Oh my god!
Woody, leave me the hell alone.
Oh my god, so aping mother. Dude, look at him.
This guy's so I shouldn't say that.
Shh.
God damn, these kids are terrible. Jesus Christ.
That man needs a life.
If they beat us, I will goddamn break the absolute. I will literally smash this phone to 1,000 pieces. I swear to God. Come on, teammates. It's wide open. God.
Together, we had 567 demos from our games, 506 of those from Woody. That's an average of over 10 per game. It was a war zone out there, boys, and I have to say I enjoyed every second of it. When you know the other team hates you, and you can tell they really want to beat you, it makes it more fun, like you really want to beat them as well. And for that reason, it kind of raises the stakes. And it's just hilarious to watch how mad players would get at an in-game mechanic that they weren't used to. Just a player doing something a little different than most players makes them rage. And it's understandable. It's frustrating getting beat in a way in some game when they feel like they're getting oppressed through demos or something. A lot of the time, I notice that everyone in the lobby goes super aggro for revenge. That in turn puts them out of position and again, makes them make mistakes, leading to more goals for us. It's a beautiful and vicious cycle. Here's all our opponents that respected the demos. There was literally one.